Hello, welcome everybody. So, I'm going to start my before Christmas in July, and what I like to do is in June, before all the sales start and all these companies come out with all their beautiful products, some of us are on very tight budgets and we cannot afford to buy stuff every year, year after year after year, and especially if we don't use it. So, a lot of times I buy my Christmas stuff when it's really too late to use it. The time has passed, it's over, but they'll drop the price ridiculous low, and you wanted it anyways, but you were so good and didn't get it. Okay, now the price is so low you just can't refuse, and you order it and it's too late for this year, so I can't use it next year. Or sometimes you just forget what you have and you don't remember what's in there and you're not sure, and yeah, that's nice, okay, I'm gonna get that. And sometimes we're just spending money we don't need to because we already have awesome stuff. And sometimes some of the stuff they come out with will be a lot like stuff we already have. So I just like to bring out some of my older Christmas stuff, do some cards, um, and maybe it'll remind you, oh, yeah, I have that. That's right, I did buy that and I never did use that. Okay. So, what I'm starting out with, I had got the ultimate, I believe it was the ultimate Christmas compendium or something from Crafter's Companion. And I also got their Year of Craft. Now, because of space, I've combined a lot of my stuff, and I combined the papers and the dyes, and so I just went through and grabbed kind of a handful, and then I went through the pattern paper and grabbed the pattern paper. I of course kept this. It's really just for layouts. It doesn't really show the items in it. And I do have the craft book, and I will bring that out later. But you can just kind of see that even sometimes you don't even have to have dies. Look, why couldn't you just make that, cutting it? But I thought we would go through some of this stuff and see how we could use it. You know, um, so we got a line of pine trees, obviously. With my allergies, my throat's kind of rough. So I'm probably going to, during this video, be taking some drinks. Please forgive me, but like right now, I can feel it really straining on me. All right, thank you. Sorry, whatever. So I got a die with a line of pine trees. I have a template for a stocking. See, this shows you that, yes, I did get the ultimate Christmas compendium. Stick that on there. This is for a little house. I'm going to put this a little separate because there's stamps that go with that too. And then I have an embossing folder, a 3D embossing folder. It's the pickup truck. It's not 3D this side. It does say 3D. Okay. And this is a 2D embossing folder with snowflakes. An embossing folder with some sentiments. Let it snow. This is a cut and emboss folder. Merry and bright. Like a little postage stamp frame in there. This is a poinsettia. Did I say that right? This is a village with the Santa. Joy to the world, Merry Christmas. And there was something else here. And this, you can tell this has been well loved and used. Especially the Merry Christmas I love. And the Joy to the world. This probably said Happy Holidays. I'm sure that's what that said. Okay, and then here we have a tree, a star, we have stars, snowflakes, a snowflake border. Here we have, you can see I used this too. I have used these ornaments, the things so you can make a wreath. Here's a stocking. This is for to fancy up your stocking. This, probably that. There's a bow, about little baubles to decorate up this Christmas tree. There's the other part of the wreath. These stamps are for this little house. I have not made it yet. Maybe that's something that we can make. This is from the year craft, I'm pretty sure, because it has a Santa silhouette. It has a moon, a deer, flamingos, Tinkerbell, a leaf. It kind of doesn't know what it wants to do, so I'm pretty sure this one was from year craft. And this goes with that, you can tell, because sparkle all the way, embrace your inner flamingo, Christmas cheer, so joy to the world. So obviously those go together. This one says peace and joy. And this one back here says season's greetings. Then we have one with Christmas sentiments. And then for paper, when they did the Christmas compendium, they had traditional and they had like a modern flair. I'm not sure all of these were from Christmas, but I'm pretty sure like these were from the modern, I'm not sure about that. I don't know about that, but it's a starry night, right? Let's see, and I'm thinking that's snow falling, and of course this is traditional Christmas. And then this is traditional Christmas. But then we get to these, and these are the not. I don't think that's Christmas. That was just in there. But they kind of had this weird pinks and aqua colors and all of that, which I don't know. I'm more a traditionalist, I guess, when it comes to Christmas. I don't get that pink Christmas. I'm white Christmas or red, green, white, silver, gold, blue, maybe, if it's the deep blue. So let's make a card. I'm trying to think what I want to do. Yeah, I might incorporate the tree and the deer. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna get a card blank. And maybe we'll keep it simple and small. That might be too small. Maybe I need to do a square one this time. Okay. These are just envelopes. That's not going to do me any good when I want to make a card, right? Um, gosh. All I got up here is small ones. Okay, I'll tell you what, I got these blanks from my tonic kit, and I'm just gonna cut it down. I'm going to grab my trimmer. This can go back because that's too small. And I'm going to do a 6x6 square 6x6. Let me move this stuff all out of the way now. All out of the way. Okay, oh, that one stayed. That's okay. So I'm going to go 6. Because these are 7x7s, and that's just too big. So, here we go. Oh, this has gotten so dull, it does not even want to cut in this. So, let me grab my other one. I do prefer that one. It just seems like it's easier to do it, but okay. It just seems like it's easier to keep everything kind of straight. Now this must to cut through both layers right off the bat. Okay. But it's not straight, I can tell you that right now. That is not 6x6, so let me grab another one. And I could do the 5x7, I guess. I could. That would have to be this way now because I messed that up. I could do that. We could do a tent fold card. There's a 7. And then we need the 5. And this is going to be a little bit over because I want to do wow, I'm just okay. And I want to straighten it out. That looks pretty straight, actually. Let me check it here. Yeah. It does actually look straight. Let me stick it right in that corner and check. It is a little bit off. But that sure doesn't look a little bit off. That way it does. Okay. There we go. It just looks like it's going wonky. it is going a little wonky. See there? That's why that other one's so nice. You can line it. You have the grid all the way across. So I definitely got to get that blade changed. Okay, so now I want some kind of background paper. So let's choose a background paper. Let's do, how about the stars? We can do the stars. Yep. I'm gonna do the stars. So this needs to be cut just below the 5x7 mark, right? Because I don't like any lip hanging over. Maybe that's where I'm messing up, not getting it completely straight there. So I'm going to go to the 5. And I'm just going to drop a little bit. Come just a little bit this way. Oh, that was a lot easier to cut. And the 7. Hope that's lined up. And we'll put that on here. Just like that. Okay. Now I need to do I want to do a solid color. Wonder what's going to be a good solid color. Maybe I'm bringing out my solids, and these, I need to put this in here, don't I? Sorry about that. These are blues. These have come from craft kits, your craft, Christmas Compendium, just whatever I had, you know, and they were all these size. And like I said, I had to put everything together because of space. It was just, I just couldn't keep all the boxes and stuff. So for space, yeah, no, not liking that color. This one might be nice. One of these should go. No, because they all kind of, you're always going to find something because of them coming from kits and stuff. One of these in here is going to go perfectly. It's just finding the right one. I mean, it doesn't have to be the one that came with it, but it does need to be one that you like with it. And there is a lot of different blues in here. I wonder if I should go for a light blue. That looks pretty nice. I think I'll do that. I think I'm going to do that light blue. Now, some of these papers are very thin. Some of them, not. Some of it's paper, some of it's card. Not a thick card, but a card. And then, Sarah likes to say that it's because their paper is better. But I think that's really considered card, not paper. Okay, so now I gotta cut this as a mat. And so 5x7, how big a mat do I want? I usually like the 1/4 inch, which means I would go to 4 3/4 and 6 3/4, and I can do that. And then if I decide I want a bigger, this showing more, I can reduce it down. So let's just take, oh, look at that. Yep, I think I'm gonna reduce it down. So it's 4 3/4. I'm gonna go to 4 1/2 actually, because I do think that could have easily been doubled. And 6 1/2. I don't mind smaller layers or smaller mats, whatever you want to call them, but when it's pattern paper, I kind of want, there's a reason I picked the pattern paper I pick, and so I kind of do want it to show. Yeah, I think that's going to end up looking really good. Now, one thing I like to do too, especially with this stuff, I kind of like to try to use what's the word I'm trying to think of? Pattern paper for some of this stuff. And if you've never used pattern paper for some of your stuff, if you do it right, it can be really nice. It adds some interest to it. I've had some instances where it's just been amazing, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, this turned out so good. And then I've had times where I've been like, oh no, this didn't work. So you kind of have to go with it. And that's a little close there. I really wanted more of a green, and that could work. That could work for my tree, and it'll give it some texture, I think. And for the deer, now I do kind of like to tend to go to colors that you actually might see that as, but sometimes you can't. Like, I have nothing brown in here, but I have red. I have that, which is a darker, that could work. I like that. I'm thinking that I want to try that. But then I could also do that. I'm gonna go here and see how it looks. If it doesn't work, then I just have to go to something different. Okay. So this is gonna be my deer. This is gonna be my tree. I'm gonna get my deer out of here. I like when they do the packaging where you can get your hands in there and just do it that way. Doesn't always work out like that, but it is nice when you can. Okay, so this is my deer. My deer, not my deer. Well, it would have been nice to have one of those poinsettias right in the middle, but that's okay. And this is going to be my tree. And it will have that look to it, right? That, because of the color I picked. Scandinavian look, is that what they call it? Or Nordic? Is it Nordic? Nordic or Scandinavian, whatever they call it. I guess this is gonna go here. And I guess I'll run them separate. This will give us a chance to really look at these in the pattern paper and see what we think of them. Let's just look real quickly. Oh yeah, I do think I like that one. Okay. And now, let's do the deer. He's got a little thing right there. Let me kind of do this. Okay. I think this will work. And I'm thinking I might have needed that 6x6, but we'll see. Okay. So here's our little deer. I think that's cute. I do think that's cute. I like this. Needs more though, right? I mean, it needs something. Another layer, or I still have my gold pen, but I don't know how I would get around him. Him might have to be a marker. This is called Lemon Drizzle. But I think it ends up looking gold, so that works for Christmas, right? So I'm just gonna put this around the edges. I'm putting it on real light. I don't even know it's very light anyways, it seems like. Just a little something to jazz it up. Oops. I could have also done layers of him to make him thicker, and that might have helped. It just didn't seem quite substantial enough. I might just color in all his antlers. There we go. Ooh. Yeah, now he stands out. Oh. I gotta move him back where you can see him. You can't see it, can you? Man, I am so sorry. I truly am trying to get better at this. Showing everything and getting everything in the picture. Now, do I want to also highlight the tree? I think like that. And I think I do. I think I need to outline the tree a little bit here. And the question remains too, are we decorating the tree? If we're decorating the tree, then it's a whole nother thing, right? Because that will bring the tree out also. I wasn't planning on decorating it. We'll find out how it looks after I do this. I'm not taking my time, obviously, like I should. I'm kind of trying to do it quicker because I'm doing a video on it. And the videos can't be as long. I can take hours and hours on a card, and so when I do the videos, I can't do that. Oh, right. Look at that. That looks so much better. Okay, that was definitely an improvement. So that makes me think I might want to decorate the tree, but see, I still got to do let me put these away first before anything. So Crafter's Companion this morning was showing that they have the magnet boards in stock. I believe I got mine through HSN. All I know is I love it. So if you want one, just go to Crafter's Companion. And if you do that, definitely sign up for their club if you haven't already. I'm not promoting them because, I mean, I don't promote anybody. I don't get paid. I don't get anything from anybody. So, I'm just saying that the magnetic board to hold your dies is awesome and I love it. So, I was thinking about and I just had all that stuff. What did I do with it? Okay, we need Merry Christmas. Or let's do Joy to the World instead of Merry Christmas. Because that's what it's about, right? The joy. Of the birth. And so what did I do with oh, maybe it's in here. I believe it is in here. I wanted to stamp this up here. So what I probably should do is stamp this first. I'm going to glue these down on this paper. I'm going to glue it down. I don't know, but I'm going to glue it down. And then I'm going to stamp it. That way if it... Yep, I'm going to glue these down. Because if the stamp overlaps... Or maybe these should be overlapping the stamp. Am I doing that? I don't know. You have to decide if you want your stamp to overlap your die cuts or you want your die cuts to overlap your stamp if I need to do that. I don't think I'm going to need to, but just if. I know that I want the deer over the tree. I do know that much, which I guess. Okay, now my stamp positioner needs to come out. I guess you can see I am the messy crafter, the messiest crafter. Oh. Still working on my craft room, and man, I don't know if I'm ever going to be done. I do not know. What I need to do is figure out where that stamp's going to go so that I can figure out where my magnets need to be. So we're going to just do that. I wonder if I need them more like going up. Okay, that works. Four should be enough. Do I want to do it in black? I can do it in black. I can do it in gold. I can do it in, I don't know, almost any color. This is flagstone, not quite as dark as black. I'll tell you what I'll do. We'll try this out. I don't know yet how this is going to work, but we'll try it and see. I'm going to go ahead and do black first with the flagstone, and then I'll go over it with the gold. How about that? This is an alcohol proof. That is a pigment. And it doesn't even look like I got any ink on the stamp, but there it is. There is ink on the stamp. Okay, so you can see it didn't, this deer didn't go real well. That deer didn't go. I mean, the whole thing needs to be redone, but this middle, this deer right by the Santa, he's the worst. So I want to make sure I hit that real good. Okay. Okay, so there's still some light spots, and that's kind of what I wanted. I didn't want it completely solid black if I'm going to go over it with the gold. I want the gold to kind of show through someplace. And I hope the gold does not cover up all the black either. So now we're about to find out. Barely noticeable, but it is noticeable. It is there. With the reindeer, it's around the outside. You can see it, the outside edges. Let me see if I can. With the Santa, you can't really tell. There's a little bit, but not a whole lot. So it's barely there. Barely, barely, barely. If you can see, there's just a little bit of, like, especially around the deer. And some with the Santa, but not a lot with the Santa, which is a shame. Okay. I'm gonna just kind of wipe that because it is pigment ink and it stays wet. You kind of do want to get it off, see? Just wipe it and it's coming off. All right, so I'm happy with that. And I want to put this back. Let's see how this is all going to work out or not. This needs to go inside, not on the outside. Now I want to die cut. I kind of thought that's why I wanted more of the stars to show, so it does look kind of like dawn or sunset, you know, like Santa. Joy to the world. Okay, there's my goal. I keep that here now. It seems like I've been keeping it right there because I keep using it. And I go to put it away and I think, wait, am I going to use that? I'm probably going to use that, so then I don't put it away. Okay. Joy to the world. Okay. Joy. Joy. To the world. I'm thinking that I'm glad I didn't decorate the tree. It might have enhanced it, but I have a feeling it might have made it too much. It might have looked a little junky. So am I happy with my choices of pattern paper? I am with the deer, very happy with the deer. Not so sure about the tree. I like this big and bold. I mean, it's not really that big and bold, but it is. Not so tiny, and I like it. I'm sure I've had to have used it. I just don't remember it. I know there was a time it seemed like I was putting that happy holidays on everything. Joy to the world. Yay. We still have a long time for Christmas. Not time to get excited about Christmas yet, but you definitely don't want to wait till the last minute to get your Christmas cards done. It's nice to be done early and be able to enjoy the other stuff, the baking and the decorating, and I love Christmas. And I love making Christmas cards, so for me, there's sometimes it's my stress reliever to just come in the craft room and just make a card, or a box or a bag, or a pretty background paper, or something that's just a stress reliever when you feel like you need to get away from everything. There we go. And this is the tent fold. So there it is. It just stands up like that. You can see it stands up nice and proud. I saw a good tip yesterday. I think it was Jan. If you find you do a card like this and this creeps down and doesn't stand up because it's so heavy, add some weight back here by putting like a paper, an insert for the sentiment, and you can put decoration or something in it. It'll add some weight back there and make it stand up. So what do you think? I think it's cute and I like it. I don't know why my joy looks so weird. It's the J. I don't know. It's just the joy. The rest of it looks perfect. Alright. If you like my videos, please hit the like and subscribe button. We will be doing more before Christmas in July videos to look at some other things. So thank you everybody for watching, and please watch again. Bye bye now.